Sheila Jeannette Jordan. Sheila Jeannette Jordan, born Sheila Dawson on November 18, 1928, and passing away on August 11, 2025, was a groundbreaking American jazz singer and songwriter whose career left a lasting mark on the genre. Known for her inventive approach, she often sang with only an upright bass for accompaniment, crafting a distinctive blend of bebop and scat, singing that won her acclaim from critics and fellow musicians alike. Her ability to improvise lyrics was especially celebrated, with jazz historian Scott Yanow describing her as one of the most consistently creative of all jazz singers. Charlie Parker, one of her idols and friends, famously called her the lady with the $1,000,000 ears. Jordan's path to becoming a celebrated jazz figure was far from easy. Born in Detroit, Michigan, her early years were marked by hardship. Her mother, just 17 at the time of her birth, struggled with the responsibilities of parenthood and turned to alcohol. This led to Sheila being sent to live with her grandparents in the small coal mining town of Summerhill, Pennsylvania, in the Allegheny Mountains. There, she grew up alongside 9 siblings who were, in fact, her aunts and uncles. The environment was financially strained, and emotional warmth was scarce. Her grandfather also suffered from alcoholism, and the family endured extreme poverty. Sheila recalled having no running water, relying on an outhouse, and sleeping in a shared bedroom with only blankets, without sheets or pillowcases, during harsh winters. In the early 1940s, Jordan returned to Detroit to live with her mother. It was here that she began immersing herself in music, singing and playing piano in local jazz clubs. She joined a vocal trio called Skeeter, Mitch, and Jean, her stage name Jean taken from her middle name Jeannette, where the group wrote lyrics to Charlie Parker's music. They often attended Parker's performances in Detroit, sometimes even being invited to sing for him. In 1951, chasing her passion and drawn to the New York jazz scene, she moved to New York City, where she studied harmony and music theory under Lenny Tristano and Charles Mingus. Her deepest focus, however, remained on the music of Charlie Parker, with whom she developed a friendship until his death in 1955. Jordan considered him a teacher as much as a friend. Around this time, she married pianist Duke Jordan, a member of Parker's band. Their marriage, lasting from 1952 to 1962, was troubled by Duke's heroin addiction but produced a daughter, Tracy, whom Sheila described as the first person she could truly love and trust to love her in return. In the early 1960s, Jordan became active in the Greenwich Village jazz scene, performing at clubs like the Page 3 Club alongside pianist Herbie Nichols. However, she stepped back from the nightlife for much of that decade to focus on raising her daughter, singing mostly in church during this period. Supporting herself as a typist and legal secretary for 2 decades, she found limited time to pursue music seriously until she was nearly 60 years old. Her first major recording break came in 1962 when she collaborated with George Russell, recording You Are My Sunshine for his album The Outer View. That same year, she released her debut album Portrait of Sheila on Blue Note Records, now regarded as a jazz vocal classic. She began a long-standing musical partnership with pianist Steve Kuhn during this period, and also performed with artists such as Don Heckman, Lee Konitz, and Roswell Rudd in the following years. By the 1970s, Jordan's teaching career was gaining prominence alongside her performance work. She served as artist-in-residence at City College of New York in 1974 and went on to teach there from 1978 to 2005. Her influence extended internationally through workshops and residencies at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, the Vermont Jazz Center, and other institutions. In recognition of her dedication to music education and performance, she received the Manhattan Association of Cabarets and Clubs Lifetime Achievement Award in 2006. Jordan's recording career remained active through the decades. She released Confirmation in 1975 and the duet album Sheila with bassist Arild Anderson the following year. In 1979, she formed a quartet with Kuhn, bassist Harvey S., and drummer Bob Moses. Through the 1980s, she recorded prolifically, often in a duo format with Harvey S. Even while working at an advertising agency until 1987, she continued to release acclaimed projects, including Lost and Found in 1989. Her collaborations extended to the George Grunt's Concert Jazz Band, Carla Bley, Steve Swallow, and numerous others, and she recorded for leading jazz labels such as Blue Note, ECM, and Steeplechase. Her later years brought well-deserved recognition. In 2012, She was honored with the National Endowment for the Arts Jazz Masters Award, one of the highest honors in the field. 2 years later, Ellen Johnson's biography Jazz Child, a portrait of Sheila Jordan, was published, offering an intimate look at her life and artistry. She continued performing well into her 90s, releasing albums such as Live at Mesro, 2022, Trio Meets Sheila Jordan, 2022, and Portrait Now, 2025. Over her career, Jordan received numerous accolades, including the International Association for Jazz Education Humanitarian Award, 2007, the Mary Lou Williams Women in Jazz Lifetime Service Award, 2008, the New York Nightlife Award for Outstanding Jazz Vocalist, 2010, and the Bistro Award for Outstanding Contributions to the Art of Jazz, 2018. Her discography as a leader spans more than 6 decades, from Portrait of Sheila, 1963, to her final 2025 release. As a featured vocalist, she appeared on significant works such as Carla Bley's Escalator Over the Hill, 1971, Roswell Rudd's Flexible Flyer, 1974, and Steve Swallow's Home, 1980. Sheila Jordan's journey from a difficult childhood in rural Pennsylvania to becoming one of jazz's most respected voices is a testament to resilience, passion, and unwavering artistic integrity. She maintained her signature style, a minimalist, bass-driven approach infused with bebop spirit, throughout her career, inspiring generations of singers and musicians. She died at her home in New York City on August 11, 2025, at the age of 96, leaving behind a legacy of innovation, teaching, and heartfelt music that bridged the worlds of bebop tradition and modern jazz expression. At the time of his demise, Sheila Jeannette Jordan has an estimated net worth of $2 million, which she accumulated it from his career, endorsements, and other ventures. And with that, thanks for watching, share with friends, and please subscribe for more videos.